Hello, friend. Today I'll show you how to fix your favorite Logitech Z537 or Z533 speakers with a broken RCA jack. A lot of Logitech and other PC multimedia speakers use RCA connectors for satellite speakers connection, and from time to time they get damaged, but don't worry because it's very easy to repair. Last time I showed how to remove broken RCA pin easy. If you still need to do it, click more from Tech Screw and there will be that video. But for now, let's get to the repair. To do this job you will need to buy a new replacement RCA jack. The link is in the video description. RCA connectors are available from a few cents a piece, up to several dollars per one. I'll go with this one, good price, quality, and it's made of metal. You'll also need a soldering kit. Get it from your grandmother or buy it, because a soldering iron is still 101 times useful, unless you live in a cave with no electricity and modern stuff. Some heat shrink tubing will also be useful. Also ask your granny to give you a multimeter. It's a very good tool for anyone with a home. For how to use a multimeter, see my last video. Time to start cooking. Start by cutting the old and damaged RCA jack a few centimeters from the start. Then carefully remove the cable outer jacket of the damaged RCA jack cable, but so as not to damage the insulation of the wires inside. Then remove a few millimeters of insulation. This needs to be done so we know which color wire is the plus and which is the minus wires. This time we can guess that the black wire is the minus, but sometimes those wires are random colors, so I'll show you how to easily find out the color wiring. Once both wires are cleaned, take a multimeter and check which wire is connected to the RCA jack minus pin and which to the RCA jack center pin. In my case everything is as per standards. The black wire is the ground or minus and the white is the plus wire. Once the color wiring is identified, take the cable at the speaker box and gently squeeze the cable and stretch it to the end. This way the excess cable jacket is loosened. Then put the RCA jack housing in the insulating plastic tube on the cable. Then remove the cable outer jacket with a sharp knife, but very carefully so as not to damage the internal wires. Then remove the entire length of the black wire jacket and twist together the metal wires. For the white wire remove a few millimeters of the jacket. Then tin the two wires so that they are easier to solder. Then cut a small length of heat shrink tubing, and use the pliers to make it wider. Cut the other heat shrink tubing significantly longer and also stretch it wider. Then put the longer heat shrink tubing on the cable and then the shorter one. Also tin the two RCA contacts so that the wires can be soldered more easily and with better quality. Then solder the white wire to the center pin of the RCA jack, which is the signal contact, and the black wire to the ground contact of the RCA jack, but be careful not to short circuit between these two contacts after soldering. If everything is okay, push the cable into the RCA jack so that it is better fixed. Take a small piece of insulating tape and slide it between the two contacts, avoiding the possibility of a short circuit in the future. Then cover the contacts with a granny toenail to prevent short circuits. Apply superglue where the cable attaches to the RCA jack, and apply heat shrink tubing over the top. This will give extra cable fixation. And over the top put the longer heat shrink tubing to prevent the cable from high bending. Then apply superglue to all the contacts. Slide the plastic tube over the top. Apply superglue to that as well and screw the RCA housing on, tightening it down tightly to prevent it unscrewing. Here's the result. Like new or even better. Strongly fixed cable and new metal replacement RCA jack. I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions feel free to post them below this video. But for now good luck and see you in other Tech Screw do-it-yourself videos.